Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and today is the Who Roblox podcast episode 2 with this person that's always with me named Phil, aka my dad.
Hello
Thanks.
everyone. Hello.
He's always here now. Yeah. We never planned
Just make sure I'm
through,
actually
but
alive. There we are. There we go.
we finally planned what we're going to do today.
Which is?
Go over what we think's going to happen at the convention and probably some other things about.
Okay,
the
well, let's
Centenary Special and stuff.
explain a bit first. Is Scott and I are off to the Hooverville convention in Derby on Saturday the 3rd of September. So this is like a pre-convention podcast.
But then
really,
the
isn't it?
next podcast is one.
And it'll be about the convention. And the next one probably won't be in Roblox. It'll be Scott and I
It'll be in real life.
in real life. Yes, exactly.
It will mix between real life. Real life is probably for big events, the Roblox.
Yeah.
He's moving my
I
screen.
know. Well, it's a bit boring just looking at me, isn't it? So turn it around a bit. Make it a bit active. That's it. Here we go.
Yeah, now we're behind.
Okay.
Change every 5 minutes.
So, what do you expect the convention to be next week, Scott? This is your very first convention, isn't it?
Fun.
Fun?
I can't even speak today. When everyone always knows that I keep talking about it, so they probably expect me to know lots of things to say about it, but I have no clue.
Okay. Well, basically, what happens? It's lots of panels. So you look like people who've either starred in Doctor Who or written for Doctor Who, or just been part of the production. That they have interview panels. So you sit and then listen to them talk about their time on Doctor and anything else they've done. There's also like photo opportunities as well. Some you have to pay for to have photographs done. Some it's a bit expensive, and considering that some of these people haven't actually been on television for the best part of 40 years and they're charging for photographs, I think that's their probably one of their only incomes, I think, really.
Yeah, their income's for money now.
If they're not still acting, that's the thing.
If they're not still acting, they don't have a bigger chance of probably.
And you have like what they call a dealer's room. So you get this, you can buy merchandise. A lot of it's second hand, but you can buy like the old Target books. There's figures, ordinary just books. They might have people doing signings if they're promoting a book. The last time I went to Hooverville, John Levine was there, who plays Sergeant Benton in John Pertwee's Doctor Who. And he had his autobiography out, so he was there signing his autobiography. So there's always things like that.
Going to the fact of the Target books, I actually have a Target book from Forbidden Planet, where it has Colin Baker signed on from one of his storybooks, and that was quite cool. They were selling it, but it wasn't even that expensive. I think it was a copy. I don't think it was like a real one. I think it was just like
you got his autograph in there, didn't you? So that was a good little find. That
yeah.
But that's the sort of things you'll find there. You'll find little gems like that. But you have to be
like really super to find them out, because some people.
Exactly.
Because if it's like the original copy, people will charge like loads of money.
Yeah.
Just for it.
But no, I think you'll have fun. It's a long way to Derby though. That's the only.
7
things. It's woohoo.
7 and something hours. So
no, not 7 something hours, but it just depends on the traffic really.
So basically, I'm not going to end it here. We're going to keep going.
Okay, come on then. What's your questions then?
My question for you is: do you think the people that are coming to Hooverville are quite exciting to hear?
Yes, they are. Now, hopefully, some of my friends will be there. Sort of friends from other podcasts. Will be there, like the guys from Staggering Stories will be there. Maybe Tim from Tim's Take On will be there as well. So it'd be nice to see them again. I don't get to see them very often. Occasionally sort of bump into them when we go to the BFI showings for any Doctor Who events, and see them at things like Hooverville. So
yeah,
that'll be nice.
I'm hoping we get to go to next year's one if we can go.
Well, let's see if you enjoy this year's one first.
Yeah.
Yes.
We probably will.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. So you're going to be doing recording while you're there as well, so stuff for this podcast, and of course we'll be recording for my podcast, or the Who's He podcast, but Scott's on that one as well.
Yeah, half and half.
Yeah, so we'll do bits and pieces, and hopefully we'll meet. Hopefully we might bump into Andrew Smith, because he's written for Doctor. He's been on my podcast before. Andrew Smith, he's the one who wrote. Oh God, I forgot the name of the bloody. Excuse my French. I've got the name of the story now. It's old age. I've forgotten the names of the stories, but oh well, never mind. I've forgotten.
He said a bad word
Yeah,
on
but
this
he writes for
channel.
Big Finish now as well, so he's written loads
Yeah.
of Doctor Who stuff for Big Finish.
I love there's not a doctor these days, but quite a lot of doctors are probably into filming, like secret, like little like filming for like this.
Well, Fraser Hines is going to be there. Who's Jamie with Patrick Trout, and he's there most years actually. And he's always good value for money. I don't know if he ever gets bored of hearing the same questions over and over again.
What is his most asked question? Do you know?
Oh, we always get people about in so and so episode when you did this, the Doctor quite clearly, and it's always like, well, he can't remember. It's like over 50 years ago when he was in Doctor Who. So it's a long time.
And he's about like 70.
He's in his 70s now, yeah, exactly.
So it's not that helpful for you to like shout at him that way.
No, people just ask silly questions all the time, and it's always it's like the Doctor Who version of what's your favourite colour, basically.
For example, if you went up to me and said, "What is your favourite Doctor Who story from 1963 when the first Doctor was here and when I hated that era?" And the thing I would
always get people ask sort of backhanded questions.
And the thing I would say is, "Shut up and go away." That's what I would say back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people do get a bit funny with some of their questions, but
yeah, I just want to go back to the Target books from Forbidden Planet because it's quite amazing that some people have signed books. They're not that rare anymore. Loads of people have just Target and.
Well, I think you find if
copied them.
If you had like a signed book or a photo of, say, maybe William Hartnell or Patrick Trout, and maybe even now John Pertwee as well.
That would have a high value.
Yeah, it's still not a lot. It's not a lot of money, but
quite a good value for how much it is.
It would be all right. Yeah.
Because they're like the only doctors that are gone.
Yeah.
But
I think you will enjoy next week, Scott. I think you will like it.
Yeah. I don't know when the next time I will post, but all I can say is I'm not that active, but I have a reason for not being on for 3 days now. And that's my reason.
Oh, okay.
Because I barely, I do post, but not as much.
Not as much as you
I was
used to.
posting every single day.
Okay.
I was like, whoa.
Oh no, a bit too much really.
Yeah, and I got tired of it.
Yeah.
When you go there, there's always like one I'm on 10%. No.
Yeah, you better hurry up.
There's always just like one person that's there. I feel like that won't like shut up. I go through the whole thing like asking questions like, "Oh, this doctor does this doctor does that. How do you think about that doctor? Blah 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 blah," and just steals like the whole attraction of anyone else like asking questions.
Well, they can only give you a certain amount of time to ask. Sometimes some of the interview panels they say if the audience got any questions, but it depends how well known the actor is or the actress is, because sometimes you don't even know who they are, or they've only been in one episode of Doctor Who.
It's a bit hard to know.
Yeah, exactly. So it is difficult.
I don't know who else has been like winning one episode of Doctor Who, but was sort of a companion.
Yeah.
Like,
what's that?
I don't know who it is. I'm gonna say, I like. So, for example, Jackie Tyler hasn't been in like one episode of Doctor Who, like the actor himself, but like one episode. Well, basically 2 parts, but one episode.
Yeah. Yeah, you always get those guests.
Just a proper companion.
Yeah, you always get those sort of guests will turn up. Yeah, always. But they're probably easy to book, aren't they? It's harder to get a doctor to. And the doctors have been to Hooverville. I mean, I think Colin Baker's done it quite a few times. I think Sylvester McCoy's done it a few times.
And the Fifth Doctor.
Yeah, and Peter Davison has done it as well.
They're quite popular at Hooverville.
It's good.
Yeah.
Actually, all the times I've been to Hooverville, I've never actually seen a doctor. But the first time I went to Hooverville, William Russell and Carol Ann Ford were there. Was Ian Chesterton and Susan Foreman from the first Doctor companions, and they're like Doctor Who royalty.
Yeah, basically,
they really
they're like royalty, like the Queen.
Yeah.
Just like walking through the aisle.
Actually, the first time I went there were plenty of guests there because they were there. Fraser Hines and Wendy Padbury, and I got to interview Wendy Padbury. Philip Hinchcliffe, who was the producer of Doctor Who, and Tom Baker was there. I got to interview him, and that was really scary. But someone I've always wanted to meet. So that's a big tick off my bucket list.
Yeah,
and also Michael Pickwoad, who was the production designer for Peter Capaldi's era of Doctor, and he designed the TARDIS interior. So I got to talk to him about how he designed it and everything, and that was.
Did you?
Look up those
Yeah.
interviews. They're on the Who's He podcast. Look up those
Is he
interviews on
alive?
there.
Is he
No,
alive?
unfortunately, he died not long after I interviewed him. So about
Because
a year
I thought,
after.
I knew that he wasn't alive because he was sick.
Yeah.
Because he had
But-
like that. Bow
No,
tie.
it was really sad, really, because I'd love to have spoken to him a bit longer because he was really interesting to talk to, and I love talking about how to design stuff and build it. And
Because it's quite interesting to know that it takes like about a year to start designing like a set. It could take, if it's like a big set, about a year. For example, like Matt Smith's TARDIS, very big set. I mean, look at it. It's like giant orange. Like you have to like buy like loads of orange paint, and it has.
well, his
to, and it
first
was really
TARDIS,
big.
yeah.
It
But,
was like
well,
really
Michael
big.
Pickwick didn't design that one. He designed the next. You know, from the Snowmen onwards, it was a
Yeah.
different. Yeah, he designed that, and then he updated it again for Peter Capaldi.
Sort of. It wasn't a big upgrade, but it was an upgrade.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to like go in there like straight away. Like change it straight away after you just got it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be getting a new TARDIS interior, by all accounts.
Ooh, I'm scared.
Yeah. And basically, I think we've it's been announced that the next episode of Doctor Who, when Jodie Whittaker regenerates,
Into
will be in October.
oh,
So next, sort of in a couple of months, well, nearly a month's time now, because
Well,
we're
I'm-
nearly in September now.
I'm
aren't we?
slightly nervous because people were saying that Jodie Whittaker regenerates into
David Tennant.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
would that make any
I
sense?
don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
I think that's a bit
I'm not.
stupid.
I'm not sure how this is going to work, but
I think that would be stupid. Like, how is just like maybe it's like others. Some people do say it's a multiverse Doctor, not someone that's like
it could be. Yeah,
that would be
I
better.
reckon it. I personally think it will be a multiverse Doctor, but
That's
we'll see.
from like that era of
Yeah.
There's a Doctor. Ooh, I actually have a theory that could be the You know the multiverse Doctor, that
Yeah.
other world that Rose went to. I think it could be like that 10th Doctor, but he managed to get out and had his own adventures with the multiverse Donna, and that.
Well, I don't know, because that other Doctor wasn't really a Time Lord. He couldn't regenerate, so I'm not sure that's going to work.
No, but like he's still. But maybe.
He's a Time Lord, but he's only got one heart,
Yeah, but maybe he like comes in.
and he hasn't got a TARDIS either.
Well, with
This Doctor has,
yeah,
and it appears to be Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS from the outside, anyway.
strange.
Yeah.
Maybe they just reused it outside. Okay, this
Maybe.
is creeping me out. What's going on here?
Anyway, I think that's enough for today, because we've got to save it all for next week, haven't we? For the next episode when
Yeah.
we go to Hooverville. So, okay, should we say goodbye then?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to jump up and down then. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
also,
bye.
subscribe.
Like, subscribe,
Yeah, turn notifications on.
comment, join in. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, and join Doctor Who group and Red Panda Squad. That's actually going to be a new group I'm making that's to do with Doctor Who. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.